Welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport, a short update video on the Hornby acHO TB131TB French heavy tank locomotive. So I removed the body with that screw and it catches underneath into the screw that holds the front pony truck in position through the dome over there. Very simple, very easy to do. And now what I've done, I had the locomotive open, I gave the commutator a clean, I lubricated the motor bearings, upper one and the lower one, which was down there. You can see this is an acHO 4 motor, but it has a slightly different mount because it's a much longer mount that goes all the way over to here. We don't just have it doesn't just finish here and acting directly on top of the worm drive. The worm drive has got the support, the bearing here and bearing there. So what I did, I added a spot using my big long wooden handed needle, the chemistry laboratory tool. I added some drops of my 50-50 mix of technical petroleum jelly and sewing machine oil in the top bearing and also in the lower bearing. I added some technical petroleum jelly on the worm drive, and in a previous video I had lubricated all the linkage. Gave the commutator a wee clean, it wasn't dirty, and I've tested it and now it goes well in both directions. So all you need to do on this locomotive is make sure that the rear side of the wheels, the part that comes in contact with the chassis, is well lubricated with technical petroleum jelly or grease, or whatever grease you prefer to use. Locomotive spec grease anyway. I like technical petroleum jelly because it doesn't get gunk up in time, and it also increases electrical conductivity. And this chassis is live. This is a live chassis, so we have to think about that as well. I already tested it without the bodywork on the layout, and but let's see. I'll just show you a quick one, very quick, because of course I've got another big long video in the memory of the phone and I haven't had time to load it yet programmed. So let's put this on the layout and we'll put it so when it was going this way there were no problems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how it works. See, this was the side where there were never any problems going in this direction. Oops, wrong controller. Okay, there were never any problems going this way because the wheels are anyway kept away from the chassis by the pickups. The problems were in the other direction, and on these bends, these tight radius bends, there was cogging. So I'm just going to turn the thing round right very quickly. Excuse me. I'm having to do things one-handed with my left hand, and I'm not left-handed. So that's that. Okay. And let's see. No problem at all. It was always cogging and getting stuck. It always derails on that. Those points there are a problem. So that's very good. Okay, so that's it. Noisy, growly acHO 4 motor. Righto, I'm going to wind up the video here. I'll assemble offline. It's very simple. You just catch the bodywork at the back on this peg, lower it down, pop the screw in, pony truck. Very, very easy. Okay, cheerio and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.